Hey boss, thank you for joining me today. I really wanted to share with you a video on the power of small wins and how that impacts performance. And so really, whether you realize it or not, you have a lot of influence over your employees. And whether that influence, whether you realize it or not, it really is going to decide whether they really enjoy working for you, they're happy. It's going to decide whether they're motivated to achieve the goals. It's also going to decide whether you choose to acknowledge and recognize those employees for their accomplishments, their small accomplishments that they are doing on a daily basis. And so it's really important to encourage your employees to use the power of small wins to achieve the small goals, the short-term goals that you want to accomplish, because it's going to lead to long-term success. And there is some science behind this. So when we recognize our own accomplishments and when we recognize the accomplishments of our direct reports, it is going to activate the reward circuit of our brain. And specifically, that is the neurotransmitter dopamine. And what it does is it influences us because it releases energy that makes us feel good. And so when we start feeling good, we want more of it. And it's that reinforcement that when that neurotransmitter releases the dopamine. And so there is science behind the power of small wins. And I wanted to make sure that you're aware of that because you can use this for your own personal goal achievement process and use this for your direct reports. Hey, I'm Dr. Heather Williamson with the Transformation Group, and welcome back to the channel. So in a nutshell, really it's the power of progress. And the power of progress and the power of small wins and how that impacts performance is really 4 different ways that I came up with to kind of create this video, so it's not going to be an hour-long teaching moment. But really the first area of power of influence when it comes to performance is it increases our self-confidence. It increases the self-confidence of your direct reports. So when it comes to increasing confidence, it's because think about small wins as a brick. So when you acknowledge those small wins and you keep layering, that brick upon brick upon brick and staggering it, you're going to actually see that success. You're going to feel that success, and it's going to want to make you do more of it. It's going to also leverage that success that you had before, and it's going to give you the confidence towards the next larger project that you might have. It's also, if you do this, conduct this kind of like a weekly review on the positive impacts that you've had, it's going to give you the opportunity to visualize what you got accomplished that week. And so do this for yourself and do this with your direct reports. It will have and pay huge dividends down the road. A second way that the power of small wins influences productivity is that it increases productivity, or increases performance is that it increases productivity. So one way you can do this, we on a daily basis, I know I do have a to-do list because it helps me stay focused. Well, now that you have the to-do list, I want you to also create a done list. And when you write down everything that you accomplished and you actually see that, you are going to start having feelings of, yeah, I can get this. I'm great at this. I can do it. And it's going to make you want to do more. And when you create that done list and then look at it, like I said before, to help you with your self-confidence, it will, if you do this on a weekly basis, it will really help. And it also helps when you do it on a daily basis. So do it daily. If you look at what you've accomplished on a daily basis, it will focus, it will impact those behaviors that will then turn what you're doing to accomplish that small win. It will turn it into a habit. And that's what we really want if you want to increase overall productivity, is to turn those, get rid of those bad habits that impacted your productivity in a bad way and turn it into those good habits of recognizing those small wins that you are achieving. Now, if you also acknowledge immediately after you accomplish something, it has a lot more power than if you wait a week or a month. So acknowledge those as soon as they happen, because that increases the power. Also, when it comes to acknowledging, focusing on the smaller steps that are going to lead you to that big goal that you want to achieve down the road, or that big project. So focus on the done list when it comes to how to increase productivity. Now, the third area of how we actually, small wins influences and impacts performance, is recognizing and rewarding yourself for those small wins. So whether it is, hey, I'm going to go out to dinner and celebrate, or I'm going to have a glass of wine and celebrate, or if it's just a direct report, then saying thank you for your hard work. Writing a thank you note also has a huge impact on performance and self-confidence of that direct report. And I have seen this in action when there was a senior level executive who I went and had met one time. Specifically, we were walking around his office because he was so proud of some of his direct reports that maybe he had actually acknowledged for hard work or help on a project, and he had written a handwritten thank you note, and they had it on their wall of their cubicle because it made them feel good that senior leadership recognized their hard work. And this was even done outside of this senior level executives' direct reporting lines. So it could be in another whole department, but the impact was the same. So recognizing and rewarding those behaviors is key. And also, even if it's a simple pat on the back, whatever it is, acknowledging, performance with a team member, blast it out in an email, it all has huge impact on that individual. And do it for yourself. Obviously, you're not going to put up an email about yourself, but, go out and celebrate your own self if you achieve something, whether it is that glass of wine or that nice dinner out or a nice purchase like a pocketbook or a pair of shoes. Who knows? So, but recognizing and rewarding those small wins is key. Now, the fourth power of small wins and how it impacts performance is focusing on the present. So you can't change anything that happened in the past, and you're not going to be able to change what happens in the future. Really, it's going to impact what you do on a daily basis. So focusing on the present day is key. So when you focus on the task that day that is going to lead to your future success is where you need to pay attention. So find small improvements that you can make each day that is going to result in those big payoffs down the road. So just to recap real quick, the four things that really show the power of how small wins impacts performance is increasing the individual's employee self-confidence. It can also increase your own when you acknowledge your own small wins. And also the second area is that increases productivity. The third power is that you reward yourself, and then that will help increase and promote the small wins focus. Also, the fourth and final one is focusing on the present. So focus on what you can accomplish that day as well, and recognize and think about all the little things that you can do to improve. So hopefully you found some value in this, and if you did, please like the button below. Don't forget to subscribe so you get more emails, videos like this. And last but not least, go out and be that boss that your employees want to work for. And make sure that you recognize all the little accomplishments that they are making to help you and your department and your company a better place. All right? Until next time, bye guys.